Let's give it a second. Bam. All right. 10 paintings in 30 minutes. Let's see if this is even doable. I have a book next to me called Edgar Allan Payne's Composition of Outdoor Painting. So I'm just going to follow the compositional layouts in that book and see if I can do a painting every 3 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be successful, but failure is the oven for success, as they say. So we'll find out. This first one, I'm going to do a Steelyard composition. And I'm thinking I'm going to do just like a simple Sahara Desert vibe. Like an oasis tree. Alright, painting 1. Let's go. This is going to be difficult because I'm going to have to work fast while at the same time respond to stuff. So if you guys have any questions, shoot them and I'll do my best to respond to them ASAP. Because I am not a good fast painter, so this is always good practice. And oh dear, I seem to have messed it up already. 2 minutes. All right. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just needs to get the point across. Foreground. And then let's get kind of like a in between. All right. Then go in there with a dark. I saw this online, so I thought I'd try to mimic. This is Krita. It's a great painting application. Amazing painting application. Open source, it's free to use. Has a lot of support online. This is supposed to be a tree, if you couldn't tell. I got a minute left, so I'm doing my best. Alright. Let's add one more fogger layer. Oh boy, you guys, this is not looking too good. Yeah, this color wheel is the one that like pops up when you right click. It's a newer feature. I think it came out in 4.0. Texture. Let's get some texture. Oh boy, that's too much texture. And then how about like a sun in the distance? Do we have time for that? Really big sun. Timer's off. Alright. What do you think? 3 minutes. That's kind of bad. Yeah, the wheel is... Hold on. You can stop the timer. Dismiss. I don't know. That was the first 3-minute one. It's kind of bad. Half of the reason why it's bad is because I was focusing on getting the colors down. I wonder if we can do better on this next one. I have a good idea for this next one. I'm going to do maybe like a mountain. Or maybe like just a giant... No, mountain will probably work better, honestly. Or some ocean water. I know it's bold. It's super bold. I freaking cannot do it. That's why I'm doing it. Alright. Let's see what I can do with this next one. I'm just getting a... I'm not starting yet. I'm just seeing compositionally how this could work. Alright. Number 2. Any questions, comments yet? No. Alright, let's get started. 3 minutes. Ready, set, go. Alright, let's now make a new layer. Alright, new layer. Oh, that's way too saturated. Something more like this, perfect. The layers on this one are all over the place, and that's alright. As long as we get the values right, we are big chillin'. It's gonna get kind of more of a... something more like that, yeah. There we go. Alright, that's not too bad. New challenges every day. That's what I'm all about. Let's get a darker color in there for some trees. I kind of want to do something more like this for like the texture of the land. There we go. Let's get this color now. I should be looking up at my tall monitor because that's how I'm gonna keep my neck better, but I keep looking down. Alright. Let's get a slightly lower opacity brush. There we go. And then one of these. And then on top of that, we can switch back to our nice brush and fill in all of that. Aha! Lasso tool that thing out. Damn. Not too bad for 3 minutes. That one turned out alright. That one went okay. Let's see. If we merge this one... No, I got 2 really kind of bad environment sketches, but... they're not my favorite, actually. Part of me thinks I should stick with just black and white, because then I don't have to worry about color at all, but half the fun is like trying to do it in the 3 minutes, so alright, next one, I'm gonna do a river. Maybe I should just do black and white for this one. No layers, black and white paint. That's what I'm gonna do for this one. No layers, black and white, straight paint. Okay. And any questions before we go? No. Alright. Let's do it. Opacity is still too low. I usually stream a little bit later, but I was feeling kind of ready this morning to just do it out of the gate, so because I want to go get coffee. Honestly, much more doable if you just go in there with black and white. Yeah, much better. I said one layer. Oh well, I already cheated. It really puts into perspective like how long a good painting takes. Because a good painting like that you see online, it's so easy to just scroll by it and take it for granted. But then you start doing like a speed painting session and you're like, oh my gosh, I can barely do anything in 3 minutes. Really leads to a certain sense of awe for those masters who can just kick out a painting in an hour. I remember Craig Mullins in his schoolism course. He was talking about like, oh yeah, I made this in an hour and it was like a finished painting. Bro just like made a whole painting in an hour. Which I mean, I guess if you're painting really quick, it's a little bit easier to do that, but still, like, this is a minute in and it's still just a little thumbnail. There we go. Something more, this is like something out of a scary video game. Okay, there we go. This has to be a little lighter. That one's a lost cause. They're fun to watch. I'm sorry if it's disappointing to watch too, because these are definitely not the best little paintings I can do. It's very, very impressionist at this point. I'm glad it's fun though. Alright. What's the next composition? We could do radiating line or cross maybe. This is the book, by the way. It's literally just full of little tiny compositional setups you can do. I don't know if the camera focused on that actually, but we could do, let's do an L line, or I have a idea in my head for one that is not compositionally sound, but it'll look cool. Alright, I'm just gonna do it. Oh boy, I don't even have a new layer. Getting a little better. The camera did not like the book. It did not focus on it, I know. Alright. This one is going to be single layer. I can boost down the threshold on that. Jeez. Let's get some roofs in there. These need to be darker. Oh gosh, I'm focused for this one. I'm not even talking very much. Hello everyone. This is my 30-minute drawing session. No, I'm sorry. I'm not focused on the talking. Oh boy, come on. That's not the right color, but that's okay. We can actually cheat this a little bit if we do this. Oh boy, maybe not. We need this brush. There we go. Not really what I wanted to do. Let's do like a cloudy sky. That doesn't really work. Alright. Switch to this really quick. No, not what I wanted. Also not what I wanted. Okay. Oh, time's up. Alright. It was supposed to be like a little castle town. Got the beginnings of it. That'd actually be a good final painting too. I like it. But it's also just blobs on a canvas. I have no time to actually get a definite thing down. Alright, maybe if I make all these smaller, it'll make them look better. Oh boy. I don't know why it won't let me crop. Let me switch to rectangle and just select outside, select inverse, and then if I delete it should, oh, oops, I guess not, oh well, deselect. Alright, let's do another one. Which one are we doing this time? Also, so sorry about the Zelda wave. It's having a moment. There we go. We could do a boat scene. That'll look nice. Alright. Boat scene beginning now. Let's go. Oh, that's not good. 10 seconds in and we only got a line. Alright. Add some clouds in there. Thankfully, water scenes are actually very simple because they just consist of a few compositional elements, which makes it much easier to actually paint it. Oh wait, no. All right, there we go. All right. Bam, bam. And then what we want to do is we want to go in with this and Then we can do this. Aha! This is much more successful for a 3-minute one. Look at that. Add some greeble to it, and then we're set. Hell yeah, look at that greeble. Some little tiny details always help a ton. Maybe another one behind it real quick. Hella impressionist, and I love it. Much more successful than the last few. Look at that. Wow. Alright. Much better. Look at that. That turned out quite nice. Maybe that's the key. Just keep it as simple as possible. That was number 5. And I've already been going for 21 minutes. Alright. That one was not successful. That one was not successful, really. That one was okay. The reason that this one was successful is because it realizes, oh, we don't have that much time to actually paint. And then it's like, alright, what can we paint in 3 minutes? And it does this, even though there's problems with the pixels. But it's still like not horrid. It's pretty good. Considering that, what else could we do that's pretty simple to draw in 3 minutes? Maybe like a swamp. Just like a bunch of a block of color there. Alright. I actually have a good idea for this. I dropped something on the floor and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's my sunglasses. Even though it's dark outside, it's actually getting light. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just start with a cloudy. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright. Now let's go up here. Alright, make it a little bit darker. Then we can add in some texture. It's my computer, it's lagging. Don't like this. Too big of a brush. It's like, oh no! It's a laptop, so. Alright, now let's go in there with this really bright color. And it's gonna be a swamp. So the trick with this is we gotta get some lines that make it look smaller as it goes further away. Like that. And what we can do is we can do a little cheat code here. We can go down here, we can do color, bam, and then go in there with a brush like this, and do this, and maybe also this, and then along the edges of all of it, do this, and then go in there with this, and oh boy, what did I do? It should be on brush. Uh-oh. Something's occurring. There we go. That's not the best brush for painting leaves and like plant stuff. But you know, for right now and our speed, it works pretty well. Maybe something also to add a bit of variation. Bam. And then on the horizon, just to mix it up a bit. There we go. Haha. That was a good one. What do you guys think? That turned out okay? That was really, really quick. We got a lot done in that short period of time. These are kind of annoying, but kind of gives it that digital painting vibe. Alright. This is like a weird liminal kingdom. That was number 6. It's 26 minutes too, so. Alright, next one will be... What are we doing for the next one? Let's do a silhouette. I love silhouettes. Nice and easy too. Alright, silhouette. Let's go. Oh, oops, did not mean to do that. Sorry. Silhouettes honestly serve such a great purpose because you can then build the rest of your composition from it if it turns out good. Because all that we're doing really right now is building up the base composition. And then if the base composition turns out well, we can then just add detail. Because the detail work is what takes the longest. It's the composition building that should take also long, but unfortunately doesn't in a lot of cases. Probably gonna get copyright striked for this music, I'm gonna be real. Reminds me of Titus Groan. If anyone knows what that book is, you are a literature person, or a fantasy person at the very least. I'm not really loving this one. If we add some basic shading though, it'll turn out. Alright, let's go in there with like an orange. Yeah, sorry guys, this one failed. This was not a good one. Partly because I didn't really have a plan going in. Although the windows might save it. The windows could potentially save it. This is more of an illustration piece than like a environment piece. Oh, timer's supposed to go off. Alright. That's a piece for sure. Not the best piece, but definitely a piece. That's still the best one. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 left. What would be a good, simple painting? Good, simple painting would be mayhaps. My mind is going blank. I could also just start painting something. Maybe a 3-spot composition or a triangle composition. Three-spot or triangle. I just do a building. I'm gonna do a building. No idea what it's gonna look like, but let's do it. I'm gonna draw my apartment building. Maybe you can guess where I live from my apartment building that I'm spending 3 minutes drawing. I doubt it. But if you could, I would be honestly so shocked you'd be better than GeoGuessr. It's the most generic looking apartment building. Hold on, let's rotate it. Oh boy, that's way too bright. Gotta do like a yellow. Oh, did my timer not even start? How long was I painting that one? Alright, I'll just go to a half. I thought it started, my bad. Alright, let's get a very dark color in here now. Darker than that, that's not dark enough. Pretty much black, yeah. Bam, bam. Gotta make the side thing straight. I see this building so much, it's just lodged into my mind. This is where I live, everybody. Alright. Should be like a halfway in between. I'm gonna have to go in and repaint this. Oh, I said I go halfway. Alright, well, let me do one more quick thing, and then I'll be halfway done. Needs to be brighter. Oh boy, that looks like a little kid painting. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is actually so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. Brother. This is a little bit torturous. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 2 more, and then we're done. Alright, what are we painting now? I really kind of just want to paint a castle, bro. But I don't know how to make it look cool in the context. Actually, I do. I do know how to make it look cool. Let's go. And we're gonna start this thing. Go. Go, come on. Start the timer. The timer done broke. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, the music's too good. If you know Zelda, you know that Zelda has some of the best music. Even though Nintendo is now charging a quite real arm and a leg for their games, which I'm not too happy about, and makes me a little bit glad that Xbox is now charging $50 for complete remasters of old games that were fantastic. Like, keep going, Xbox. Challenge Nintendo, please. Please, please challenge them. Alright. What's crazy is it took Xbox so long to make a new Elder Scrolls. I say Xbox because it's technically Bethesda, but Xbox gave the green light on Oblivion. Sorry, Obsidian is another subsidiary studio of them. And then you got other games like Marathon coming out. I hope that game succeeds because it actually looks pretty good. But if it's another extraction shooter, I'm a little afraid that's going to fail. Just because of the nature of those games. Unless if it's a free game with add-ons, kind of like Deadlock. Even Deadlock died out after a while. I feel like with those games you need like a free-to-play PvE to hype people up. I don't know why more extraction shooters don't have a PvE, kind of like Call of Duty did. Because like the PvE gets people a reason to actually play it if they're not into those hyper aggressive competitive game modes, which I never really have been unless if it's League of Legends. And then League of Legends is toxic as is as well, so to be real, I play League of Legends for the aesthetic of it. I never really loved the gameplay. I just love all the art. It just looks so good. They throw so much money into the art for that game. Makes me so happy. Like, please, Riot, please make a PvE game that is like League of Legends. If not, I'm gonna do it. I actually am gonna do it. There's a game jam coming up in May. I'm about to go off. Is it May already? Or is it May tomorrow? I'm supposed to get an email from one of my clients at the end of April and I still haven't gotten it. Oh, oops. Just do that. Sorry, I'm going to add a few more things because I was talking so much. I hope you don't mind. Just one more. That turned out okay. Instagram is quiet today. Oh wait, is it? Oh no, it isn't quiet. I'm sorry guys, I wasn't at the bottom of the chat. They're doing an art exhibition for Arcane. I'm so sorry I missed all your chats, bro. I'm gonna make a Northern Light art. Yeah, I will. Dude, I'm so sorry. The chat wasn't scrolled down to the bottom. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I missed all the chat. I was like, oh, Instagram's so quiet. Dude, no kidding. I can see the chats. Gosh, darn it, man. For some reason, it does this sometimes where it doesn't automatically scroll for me. So I'm gonna just have to scroll after each of these painting sessions now. because it does not automatically scroll for me. Alright, I'm gonna do a Northern Light one because that was requested and that's actually a really good idea. Alright, last one. How am I gonna do this Northern Light one? Alright. I have a plan formulated. 3, 2, 1. Too bright, too bright. Alright. No, it's too bright. What I can do is I can do a little bit of this. Alright. And then I'm going to really quick add a little person. Guys, I really need to work on my posture when I go draw. Because it is horrendous. It is so bad. It's actually some of the worst posture in the world. Frickin' brilliant. Whoever said this is an absolute mastermind. Like, oh my gosh, brother. You are so smart. Of course I should have done this. It's so simple, but it looks so good. I might be overdoing it. I might be overdoing it. You know, that's okay. Stylistically, I'm cool. Actually, yeah, let's cut it back to like that. And then really quick, just add a little tiny one like this. There we go, and then we can lasso, lock. Alright, I'm gonna scroll to the bottom of the Instagram chat once I finish up this one. Let's also add some just atmospheric diffusion. Or the clouds, maybe. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It's posture. There we go. Alright. Not bad for the last one. Alright, let's see. No new chats. Oh, I'm also only on the Twitch chat. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm so sorry. I literally missed all the chats. Well, if you want to send a chat now, I'm looking at it. I just finished them all. Let's get all these into cut selection to new layer. And then delete the ones that are incomplete. Or, I'm just trimming the edges. There we go. Good. I'm glad. My musings of today consisted of freaking out that 3 minutes is not enough to paint. Okay. This was probably the least successful one, the castle. Reason being because it just like did not look very like nice. compositionally. This one was successful because it just had so much going on in the composition. They are definitely environmental gestures. And this one was the most successful because it made use of the simplicity of a water composition, which I'm always one for a nice water composition. This one was semi-successful. It tried to do too much. Okay, it just went back to the weird part. There we go. And then this one was when I was experimenting. This one, value-wise, is a mess. This did not turn out good because it did not manage values correctly. And this water one was not bad, but it's not managing its values properly, which like a few more minutes working on it would have been fine. And then the first one was compositionally successful, but tried to add too many details. So what started out as like pretty successful became a little bit too overambitious with the tree, and then the tree just looked like a blob. Which you can tell is a tree, but it also looks like something out of like some modern painter, so I don't know. What I'm gonna do now, the most successful ones were the boat and this one. The cool part is when you make them all really small, because then they all look really successful because you can't see the details. Uh-oh. I kind of want 5 in a row. There we go. Yeah, look at them. When they're small, they look so good. That is the beauty of thumbnails. You can get away with so much. Alright, that's it. 10 paintings in 30 minutes. Technically 48, but I took little breaks in between to freaking understand what the heck I was gonna do next painting. So you can tell some of them are just like not good because I did not manage the values well. But like overall, it's not horrendous. Let me do this. There we go. Look at that. 10 paintings, 30 minutes. Definitely not my best paintings. Anyways, I'm gonna be making a video soon. I'm writing a few today. And then I'm also gonna make some shorts. And then I have a backlog, an insane backlog of plein air that I have not posted. Let me see if I can get it out. So I do need to post that as well. Look at these. I cannot guarantee that the camera's gonna like this, so maybe. Let's see. No, it doesn't like it. Anyways, I got an insane backlog. Let me see if I can show you a colorful one. Like that and that. I need to post them. In the meantime, here's 10 paintings. I think I'm gonna end it now and go to work. Yes, those are from Tuscany. You got it spot on. A few of them are from Tuscany. There's like 4 I did in Tuscany. But like, I wish I did more. I just didn't have enough. I did 6 in Tuscany, my bad. I didn't have enough time to paint more. We were walking around so much. It's just like, yeah. Anyways, I hope you have a good day and get some